Keep a weapon, I ain't stressing, I stay with protection. All safety for my safety for niggas who testing. Sip potion, slow motion, I'm smoother than lotion. We the loudest in California and niggas know it. We think a nigga with the feds if he ain't trying to blow it. And pull a nigga G-file if he ain't trying to show it. What up, this Trizz? Shout out to StreetsIllustrated.com. They out here doing their shit.
I woke up this morning, my nigga, and everything was bugging great. Finna blow a whole A to the face. Ain't no problems over around this way.
I'm an artist from Los Angeles, California, the Inland Empire, California. I started, rapping when I was 9. You know what I mean? I'm a hip hop artist. I grew up in some parts of the ghetto and some parts of the suburbs. You know what I mean? It was both. I didn't have a hard life. I wasn't raised in the projects or nothing like that. I always had food on the table, stuff like that. But I just faced, like common, teenage or young kid problems, neighborhood, people around the neighborhood trying to doubt what I was doing, you know what I mean? Just typical stuff, nothing out of the ordinary. Like around 2000, 1999, I don't know, around there, like when the whole Izzle thing was cracking, like for Shizzle and all that, when Snoop was saying that on his records. My name is Trey, so like my big homie, Michael, he was calling me Young Trizz, like, and that's what the thing was, you know what I mean, back in 2001, years ago. And as I got older, that was getting hella corny. So it was just like, I kept Young Trizz. And the young was getting hella corny, so I just kept Trizz. So it's like nothing really in depth with my name, it's just over the time, it just evolved. So that's where I got Trizz from. I represent being real, being me. I'm not a fake, you know what I mean? I don't gang bang, so I don't push that line hard. I don't try to be all, I don't flex or nothing. I don't take pictures of my money, and I'm just being me, being real, you know what I mean? I'm typical. I sit at home, play Xbox, and kick with my girl. Like, that's what I do. I don't do anything crazy. I don't sell pounds and drugs. You know what I mean? I just do me. I feel like I'm perceived as like very negative and positive, both. Like I see when people hear my music for the first time and they haven't really met me or they haven't seen any of my Facebook posts, because when I post stuff on Facebook, it's hella inspirational. And anybody who listens to my music and hasn't met me or looked at anything on my site or Facebook or Twitter or anything like that probably see me as a negative person, because a lot of stuff that I rap about is super negative. Only because of what I've been through, you know what I mean? Like I said, I've dealt with so many women. I've dealt with a lot of friends that have changed on me. I've just dealt with a number of things. Like I said back in the beginning, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing too crazy, but I just take all the negative stuff and I put it in my music, and that's what makes my music me, you know what I mean? So I think people perceive me as being negative overall. I want to be perceived as a person who's very different, weird, unorthodox, you know what I mean? I don't like being the same. And that being said, like, you can ask me a number of questions like, what's my favorite color? That's different because my favorite color is black. And like I said, people's perception of me is probably negative. I don't like Jordans. I do not wear Jordans. Are they good shoes? But yeah, they're dope, but I don't wear them. You know what I mean? I'm just super different. I don't listen to the radio, not because it's corny or it sucks. I just don't listen to the radio because I don't like the quality that they play. When it comes to music, I like high quality music. On the radio, you don't get that. You just get some DJ spinning a record that he cut all the cuss words out and then they threw it on there. That's why I don't listen to the radio, not because I don't support it, because one day I want my music to be on the radio. So yeah, I started rapping basically because it was the only thing to do. Like, it was other stuff to do. I was skating and stuff like that and hanging out with my boys, but that was the way like that I expressed myself. And not at 14, 15 years old. I'm talking about at 9 years old. I remember the first CD I ever bought was The Last Dime by Master P. And like when you bought the CD, I think it was a double disc, and if you like turn the CD a little bit, it changed. Like he was like ashing a cigar or something like that. But yeah, after hearing that album and after hearing No Limit back in 2001 and 2000. The 99 Cash Money, it was just hella inspiring. I just wanted, at the time I wanted to be flashy. I was 9 years old, you know what I mean? What 9-year-old didn't want to be flashy? You know what I mean? And I was raised on a lot of gangster rap, so my dad slapped West Side Connection, Tupac, Big. I was influenced by that culture, so that's what made me want to start doing it at 9 years old. To my knowledge, I think 10 or 11. as far as like albums that are on iTunes and available, 4, America's Most Blunted, K-17, Written in Smoke, and Leatherface. Those are all on iTunes. But as far as like mixtapes and stuff, I've always recorded out of my room. I never asked anybody for nothing. I never asked, oh, could I use your studio? I was never one of those. I always wanted to get out and get it myself. So as soon as I got the opportunity, I took my $20 that I had. I went to go buy a little cheap mic from Walmart when I was like 11, 12 years old. And I brought it home and started recording it. And from there, I was just recording it. When my quality got nice, I worked on my first tape called Suicide with No Note back in 2009. And I put it out, you know what I mean? And it all started from there. So I think I have about 10 projects, if not 11, something like that. My favorite project is Leatherface, the last one. I know that's hella cliche to say because it just came out, but I just feel like I put my all into it, and every verse on there was brand new. I wrote every verse that day that I recorded it. I have to be inspired. I can't be irritated. I know a lot of people, a lot of musicians write music just based off the strength that they're going through something or a hard time, but I like to write off high spirits. I don't necessarily have to be intoxicated like most artists. It helps, you know, to drink a little bit or anything like that, but all I really need is high spirits. Have a chick there or something like that, you know what I mean? Have my homies there laughing and joking. That inspires me to write. Do I need people around me to write? No, but it helps. I love video games, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm playing video games, I'll write a whole verse while I'm playing the game, you know what I mean, in my head. Or I'll be watching, I like crime scene investigation, as you can probably tell by my music. I watch the ID channel for like 2 hours, watch 2 episodes or something, and get in the booth and write a whole verse in like 10 minutes. Ace Beats, greatest producer I've ever met, and I'm not just saying that because he's my homie. He just can do anything, you know what I mean? He's coming up. I don't produce. Matter of fact, like, I think it's too time consuming, and I salute anybody who produces, because I can't do it. I've tried it, and I will never showcase it because I just don't think I'm not good at all. As an artist, I've changed because I've gotten around mainly a lot of negative people as I got older, you know what I mean? I started, you know, dating, and I started messing with, you know, a lot of the wrong crowd. Not in the sense of they influenced me to do bad stuff. It's just like I just started going through a whole lot of stuff since 2009, since my first tape, and I was just putting it all in my music. So it got more aggressive because I felt like I felt like on my first tape and my first couple of mixtapes that I put out, I was holding back from a lot, you know what I mean? And I wasn't saying what I wanted to. I didn't cuss as much, and like, I have ADHD, so I would be hard. It's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, I'm hyperactive, like, you know what I mean? I like to like be ready, and I'm up and I'm ready to do it. And for me, music, I was so nervous to showcase because I didn't know what people would think. But then as I started to evolve and started to put out music, I started to realize I don't care what people think, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say whatever I want, and I don't care how people perceive it. So that's when I did K-17 back in 2011. I dropped K-17, and I think that's the most vulgar project I've ever put out. I say the most disgusting things ever, because I just got so frustrated. So it evolved from being nice to being aggressive.
This morning, my nigga, and everything was fucking great. Finna blow a whole A to the face. Ain't no problems over around this way. Everything is great.